Hello golf fans, and welcome to another episode of A Golfer's Ramblings. Hope you're all well, and yes, I have been absent for a little while, so I apologise. Had a few things going on in life in general, but back now. So without further ado, let's crack on with the questions, and we'll get on with it. First question is from David Simmons, and I don't really fully understand this question, so Dave, I apologise if I don't answer this properly or well enough. I just don't really get the question. So it's basically asking what I think about having a mixed Legend Ryder Cup format type thing. Now, do you mean females and past legend golfers that are no longer playing, or do you mean current legends with female golfers? Either way, yes, I think it's a fantastic idea. I think getting females to play with males in a competitive format is absolutely fantastic. I think it would engage the female golfers more, and it would massively help grow the game. So yeah, I definitely don't see that as a bad idea, whichever format it is, you know. And I personally don't see why females don't compete on the male tour. I honestly don't. Off the foot, you know. Obviously, the men would still play off the back tees, and the females slightly shorter. There's nothing stopping them playing in the same competitions on the same days, and I guarantee the women would score just as good as the men, or some of them would. So yeah, 100%. I think that would be a fantastic idea. A mixed Ryder Cup type format. 100%. Absolutely great idea. I love that. Just to let you know, guys, I've got one question I'm specifically leaving to the end because I can't answer it. I just can't. So I'm going to leave that to the end. My next question is from Big Oggy Golf, John Ogden. Hope you're good, John. And John's asking me what are my views on golf score tracking devices, because obviously there's a lot of talk around it at the minute, and what my personal views are. I currently use GolfShot GPS as one of my GPS apps, which has a tracking device attached to it, and it's absolutely fantastic. I used to use one which was by Nike Golf, which was absolutely brilliant, quite possibly free app, and it was amazing. The detail it drilled down to was amazing. Nike stopped doing it, so obviously I started using the GolfShot app, which again is fantastic. It drills down into enough detail to know where you're going wrong, and what your fairways percentages is, what your green and regulations are, what your putt percentages, you know. So there's plenty of meaty information for you, so you can, you know, start building on where you need to improve your game. I use it, I enjoy using it. It shows me what I need to work on going forward, but it's how you compute that information. Because initially I was looking at things thinking, my putting's great here, my putting's like 1.7 putts per round. That's good. It's not. Well, it is, if your green and regulations is good. If your green and regulations is good and you're getting 1.7, absolutely brilliant. My green and regulations is poor. So then you have to drill it down a little bit more. When you look at when your greens are in regulation, what's your putts like? So I know from looking at my stats and drilling down in them stats that I need to work on approach shots and my putting, and then obviously scores will start coming down. So yeah, my views on them, John, if you know how to compute the information, they are absolutely fantastic. They're really good, well worth getting. And as I say, mine's a free app. I know there's things like Game Golf and our cost tracking system, which are a little bit, you know, a couple of £100, but they're really good as well, because they won't only give you your stats, they'll give you your distances. Apologies for the sun. They'll give you your distances as well. But before you start looking at your distances off one of these apps, my advice is strongly get gap tested by your PGA Pro on a TrackMan or Foresight Golf, GC Quad, whatever. But yeah, they're really great to use, John, and you know, they're going to show you where you need to improve. So definitely worth looking at and working on, mate. So yeah. Next question is from Mark Higgins. What gives me pleasure from playing golf? Anything to do with golf? The main thing that gives me pleasure in golf is playing with my friends, having no pressure, just having fun. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy competition golf, of course I do. I wouldn't want to get down to single figures if I didn't enjoy competition golf, but the best thing for me, finish work in the middle of the week and go and play 9 holes in the evening. Saturday morning, no competition, go and play 18 holes, have some fun. Golf days with, you know, the golf mates that Liam and Golf Logs UK arranged, absolutely fantastic. That's what gives me the most pleasure from golf. Playing with friends with zero pressure, having fun. You know, you can't beat that. You know, not at all. Obviously, I enjoy the YouTube stuff that I do. That gives me pleasure. You know, chatting to you guys in this format, doing my course vlogs, of course. But like I say, the cherry on the cake, you know, the main thing that gives me the pleasure from golf is playing golf with my friends, having fun. Without a shadow of a doubt, you can't beat it. I hope that quite answers your question well enough, Mark. Next question's from Sam Townsend. Hope you're well, Sam. Sam's asking me what my 2019 goals are. Again, Sam, same as 2017, 2018. Goals are to get to single figures. When I hit single figures, I want to get down to category 1. Ideally by December, I want to be down to 9.4, which is single figures, so I'll be playing off 9. That's where I want to get, so I can build on that. I don't think that's going to happen, so going into 2019, it's still going to be get down to single figures. What do I need to do? That I need to sharpen my short game, so 150 yard in approach shots, and my putting really needs some work. My long game's good enough at the minute that I don't really need to work on it as such. It's the approaches into the green and around and on the green that I really need to work on, which is going to get me to my single figures. When I get to the single figures, I'll then need to start drilling down on the long game as well, start tightening that up, sort of thing. So yeah, that's the 2019 goal, Sam. Hope that sort of answers that for you well enough. Next question is from Barry Edwards. Barry's asking me, and me and Barry have been chatting on Twitter and on social media for a little while now. Both been to a couple of Golf Logs UK's days, but we've never actually got the chance to play with each other. And Barry's asking me, why haven't we played? To be honest with you, Baz, I think it's take away the golf days when we don't have any choice of the pairings. I think it's a case of you're busy with work, I'm busy with work, you're busy with family, I'm busy with family. It's literally having that time where we can toil and get a game sorted. Now, it's something that I do want to do, of course. I want to play with as many different people as I can, get a round of golf with as many different people as I can, and of course, I'd love a round of golf with you, be it up your way or down my way, whatever's easiest, or somewhere in the middle, or even on one of Liam's golf days. But yeah, it's something that we definitely need to get sorted, mate. 100% need to get sorted, and hopefully next year we can, or towards the end of this year, weather permitting, we can get things sorted, mate. But you've got me on socials, drop me a DM, I'll drop you a DM, we'll get tied up and we'll get a game sorted. And that goes for anyone else, guys. If you want to play, you want to round with me, just drop me a DM and we'll try and get things sorted. Obviously, life's busy, you know, life gets in the way of life sometimes, and you just sort of got to go with it as and when you can. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Barry, and we definitely need to get it sorted. Next question is from Sean Hargreaves. Sean played with me at the weekend at Liam's golf day, and he's seen that I was using both a GPS watch at the time and a laser rangefinder. Now, Sean's question is, what do I prefer, GPS watch or laser rangefinder? I don't prefer a GPS watch. I don't like the GPS watch. I was using the watch on the weekend because I had it. It's something I don't personally like. However, I do like the GPS app I've got on my phone, which is exactly the same as the watch. However, it gives you a little bit more information from what I've seen. So I use them both. I think they're both valuable. I think they both have a place. So the fact that the app that I use is free, or £2.50 a month for the pro version, which I've decided to use, and obviously the rangefinders are quite expensive. So the app that I use, Sean, is I use GPS Golf Shot GPS, sorry. As I say, which if you go for the free version, it will give you distance to the front, middle and back, and that's it. If you go for the pro version, it will give you distances to the front of a hazard, the back of a hazard. You carry distance over that hazard. So for example, I'll use the 8th at my club. We have a par 5, which has a the River Avon running through the middle of it. So your second shot, you're either laying up or you're going for it, depending on your drive. And that will give me distance to the front of the hazard, the back of the hazard, the carry distance over the hazard, the distance to the front of the green, middle of the green, and back of the green. So, but if it was just the free app, it'd give me the distance to the front, middle, and back. So that's what I pay for it, because you're getting that extra bit of information. Then on top of that, I use the Bushnell, the laser rangefinder. Now the version I use is the Bushnell Tour V4 Slope edition, I think it is. Switch edition. The reason it's the Switch edition is because you can physically, on the side, you can switch slope on and off, rather than on a lot of them you have to change the faceplate. So with mine, if I want slope, I just flick a switch, and if I don't want slope, I'll flick a switch back. Now, for example, I'll use my course again. Look at my GPS on the 15th hole. It's a par 3, but it's down a severe slope, really hilly. Now, you look at your GPS app, it's showing me 151 to the middle. Now, I know if I hit 7 iron, 8 iron to that, I'm out the back and in the pond at the back. Whereas if I flick my laser rangefinder with the slope on, it'll read me 151 to the flag, playing, so it takes the slope into account, 138. So I know how to club accordingly. So, Sean, to answer your question, mate, you need both, which is why I haven't paid for a GPS. I've paid for the laser, because I think the lasers, for me, I like the distance to the flag, and you know, if it's a dog leg, I can laser a corner. But the app that I've got on my phone is fantastic. It's cheap enough, and you know, it gives you all the information you want. So, if you wanted a recommendation from me, I would personally use the Bushnell. If you're going to get a laser rangefinder, I know Nikon do one. But what my philosophy in life, if you're going to buy something, buy it from a company that is designed to do that. Bushnell's predominant thing is laser rangefinders, be it for golf, be it for hunting, whatever. Nikon make cameras. That's their primary source of income, cameras. I'm not disputing the fact that their laser rangefinder would be great, but it's not going to be as good as a Bushnell. That's just my opinion. It's like if you want a fitness tracker, buy a Fitbit. Don't buy a WhatsApp. Don't buy an Apple Watch. Buy a Fitbit, because that's what they're designed for. They're fitness trackers. I digress a little bit, but then you're seeing the reason as to why I'm saying get Bushnell over something else. So that would be my recommendation on that, mate. So yeah, I think you need them both. Don't become reliant on both. I think you still need. I still eyeball shots as well. I don't use GPS every hole. I don't use laser every hole. There'll be some I don't use anything. But yeah, I think you need both. Is the honest answer, mate. If you go through, also, guys, anyone on that same question, if you go onto my page on my YouTube channel, I've actually done a vlog on the comparison between watch, app, and actual lasers. So have a look if you want any more information, and it'll go through it in a little bit more detail than what I've gone through now. So have a look at that. Now the last question is the question that I can't answer, from Darren Struman. Darren's asking me what my greatest round of golf is. I don't know. I've had some good rounds, of course. I've had some low rounds, which have been great. I've won some competitions. I've had hole-in-one. I've beat a European Tour professional golfer. But if you look at things in perspective, beat a European Tour professional when he was a junior, and I was, as a junior, I was older, I was stronger, I was hitting the ball further. And we're talking young, I was talking like 13, 14, so proper juniors when I beat him. If you want to know who he is, look through my previous vlogs and you'll see. Those that spoke to me the weekend will know who he is. But yeah, so could that be my greatest round of golf? Well, yeah, it could, because I could sort of elaborate, I couldn't sort of not give the full information, so I'd be a European Tour pro. Yeah, when he was a kid. So, whilst a great round of golf, is it my greatest round of golf? No, not really. I've had a hole-in-one, which is a massive achievement, but was it my greatest round of golf? No, because I wasn't really playing that well. I've had some very, very low rounds. Are they my greatest rounds of golf? They were great rounds of golf, of course they would, but did I win anything off the back of one? No, not necessarily. I've won competitions, but I've not won majors. So it's honestly, it's such a hard question to answer because I can't tell you. I honestly can't tell you. I think of recent times, for anybody that's watched the channel knows that I took a big break from golf. So I think the most memorable or the most important round of golf for me of recent times was my first round of golf with an old set of clubs that were out of the shed, with me dad, maybe two and a half years ago when I started playing again in the middle of summer. He said, fancy or not? So I said, you know what, I'm not doing anything. Did it. Played her. I couldn't tell you the score. It wouldn't have been great. But for me, that was the most important round of golf of recent times because that's the round of golf that sparked my passion again. So yeah, I would say, is that the most important round of golf? Is that of recent times? That's the most important round of golf for me because that's the round of golf that sparked my passion and got me back into golf and got me wanting to play again. So it probably doesn't answer your question great, and I apologise, but yeah, there's that many good rounds or memorable parts of rounds that it's a hard question to answer. But as of recent times, that first round back a couple of years ago with my dad in the summer, which sparked my passion again, would be the most important round at the minute. That changes, it changes, I'm sure it might, but as of recent times, that's that. So that, hope that answers your question, Darren. If not, I apologise. And that wraps up today's episode's questions, guys. So thank you so much for those questions, the most I've had in a while. So thank you very much. I've tried to keep it as brief as possible. I hope you liked the video. Stick your thumbs up if you've liked it. If you haven't, give me a thumbs down. Leave your comments below for questions on the next episode. Again, somebody asked me this at the weekend, do I only answer questions on golf? Well, I've only answered questions on golf because people only ask me questions on golf. You want to ask me a question on something else, ask me, I'll answer it. I'm pretty open in that respect. I'll answer most things. If it's too personal, obviously I'm not going to answer it. But yeah, you ask me anything, I'm happy to answer. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. As I say, like the video, give me a comment below, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great time golfing, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Ta-da.